You are listening to the Save the Manor podcast with me, Giles Queefington Medley. I hope you enjoy our journey together as we fight, strive and laugh to save the manor. Welcome. Hello everybody, Giles Queefington Medley signing on, meeting an apple as we speak. And also as we speak, there's a young lady in one of my bathrooms getting ready for some time with me, if you know what I mean. Previously, I talked to a young lady that I've met on the internet, and she's been messaging me, and she sent me a message recently. Hang on. So I got the message. She sent me a message recently saying, "Oh, I think you're very nice. Tell me more, Daddy." And she actually called me Daddy, and I was floored, because the sexual prowess of a young lady, especially an attractive one, that causing a man like me, a man of my stature, Daddy. I mean, I was absolutely floored. It reminds me of when I was younger. I actually had sex several times with women who called me Daddy. And I remember I was maybe 20, something like that. And it was a matron. I think I was poorly. What had happened was I'd hurt my leg out in the fields or playing rugby maybe. Oh yes, it must have been playing rugby actually, because it was at the other place. And so what happened was that I was I'd hurt myself, and I was in hospital. It was late at night in the ward. My father paid for a special ward for me to be in. The lady came in and she said, "Hello, Mr. Medley." And I said, "Hello, my name's Queefington Medley, actually." She said, "What about Daddy Medley?" And I said, "Oh my goodness gracious." And she actually pulled my underpants down. But she couldn't get the whole pant down because, of course, the cast was on my leg. And I went, "Oh, Buzz, what are you doing? What are you doing?" And she actually took the old boy in her hand, and it was ever so close to her face, and she said, "Oh, this is very, very impressive," she said, "about my penis," which is quite something. I mean, for the more modest men out there, there's nothing that compares to a compliment, a true compliment about a man's member. If a lady goes, if you know in your mind's eye that you'll have a substantial member, and then a lady says to you, "This is quite something," it's almost smug, but it's very, very self-assuring, and it grounds you. And I was very grounded. And she said, "This is quite she said, "Oh, this is quite some, oh my goodness gracious, I've never seen something like that." And I said, "Oh, yes, well, and I was 20, I really was absolutely very, very much. I mean, apart from the help at the house, it was completely unexperienced. And perhaps a gander in the orchard with another friend I'll talk about another time. She said, "This is quite something," and she took it upon herself to show me what a lady can do to a man. It was quite something. He was very, very taken aback. And during that experience, she did many times call me Daddy. And she said, "Oh, Daddy, oh, Daddy, 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 Daddy," and lots of times. and I didn't quite know what I was doing. And these days, I've talked to some young uns that work on my estate. I've talked to Barnaby. Barnaby is very open with his children, especially his son. I think I won't mention his name on the podcast, but Barnaby's son, they talk a lot about all this stuff, because he has quite an unconventional lifestyle, and Barnaby says that it's called daddy issues, and it's apparently ladies who, for whatever reason, do not know their fathers, and so they express their sexual, expresses frustrations in sexual aspect, and I thought this is quite something, and I googled it, and I spent several hours online, and yes, anyway, so there's currently a lady around my house with what you could call daddy issues, and it makes me very, very, it makes me feel warm inside, because, I mean, what can one do? I'm now standing on the marble balcony. It's not marble, it was marble once, but it's got a lot of mould in it. Anyway, I'm standing on the balcony. Basically what happened, I met her online, I didn't know whether it was Tinder or just for fans or whatever it was. But I can't remember. We started talking on WhatsApp, and she said she started talking to me about the house, and I said, I'm in the gardens. And she said, what do you mean gardens? And I said, the gardens of the house. And she didn't understand why I was saying gardens with a plural, S. And she was, you have more than one garden? I showed her pictures and pictures. And she immediately said, I'm coming over, book me a cab. So I said, I can't book a cab. And she got the train, and she got the train to the local station, and then she took the bus some of the way into town, and then I got a cab from town because, it's only, it's a lot of money, and I can't really. So she's round now, she's freshening up in the Marble Lagoon, yes, inside, in Mother's Lagoon, next to her private boudoir. And she will be, getting ready, and she can come out to me, and I wonder if she'll put on one of Mummy's old dresses, actually. Thinking about it, might be quite. Actually, I might go and tell her to put on one of Mummy's dresses. Maybe she'll put on one of Mummy's dresses. Actually, I shall probably go wash the old boy, because it's been a few hours, to be honest, since, I gave it a waggle, when I got my, to the old boy. Not in that way, I mean just having a pee, I shall probably go and freshen up, as it were. A bit of cologne, a bit of the old, Ralph Lauren, or whatever's, Old Spice. I just buy the cheapest thing from Costco. Not even, actually, I went to a shop called Primark, which sells very, very cheap clothing. And they had some lovely linen shirts, whole linen suits, at £12. And then I was like, ooh, this is fantastic. And espadrilles. And then I went along a bit. And they had, I think it was in Primark, they had cologne, awful lots of cologne, £4 a bottle. So I bought 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 bottles. But I got a lot of bottles. And so I just use that now, because it's ever so cheap. So I just, give myself a little, goodness, there's a bat or something. Give myself a splash with that. So I should write that down. It's quite a good splash with that. It's quite a good marketing term. Maybe it's a call brand. Yes, so I splash myself and she smells me. She goes, and she's actually from the former Soviet bloc. She's very attractive, very svelte. She's voluptuous in those places you want her to be voluptuous in. Muscular even. I mean, she's got quite muscular calves and triceps. Triceps at the back of the arm. So the backs of her arms are very strong. I mean, she could probably bend like metal backwards on her back. But, no, very attractive young woman. Voluptuous on her bottom. Large breasts. High cheekbones. Beautiful hair. I mean, not as thick as mine, but quite, the right thickness. Very pretty eyes. Bit of a big mouth, for me, but like mummy. And, yes, piercing blue eyes. Quite a muscular bottom, actually. I mean, that's the thing. When you talk to people these days, it's very popular to have a thick bottom. But actually, thick usually means quite a sagging, drooping bottom. And this is quite a muscular bottom. I feel she could break a Coke can with it. And I look at that bottom and I think, oh, hang on a minute. The light in the upstairs in Mother's lagoon has gone out, so maybe she'll be on her way down. I'm going to go get freshened up, and I'm going to have a bit of love, and I will let you know how it goes forthwith. Thank you very much for your time. Subscribe to the Patreon. Give me, send me your love, and I will speak to you very, very soon. Maybe I should be saying actually, good night. Speak soon. Love you all. I mean, not love you in this way, but love in there. Goodbye. Feeling a little knotted up lately? Well, it's time to release that tension and indulge in the ultimate relaxation experience with 5 Stones Massage Therapy. Our expert therapists know just how to work those knots and kinks, leaving you feeling like a brand new person. Let us ignite your senses and take you on a journey of blissful indulgence with our range of relief services, including the tantalizing 5 Stones massage. You'll discover a whole new level of pleasure. So why wait? Treat yourself to a little self-care and let 5 Stones Massage Therapy whisk you away to a world of pure relaxation and sensual delight. You really should go there. It's fucking awesome. I cannot recommend this place enough, man. I really can't. I was introduced to the place by a friend, Monty, actually. Monty. Talks about Monty. He knows the proprietor there. This is a man called Mr. Aldo. He's from Filipino. Something like that. No, he's Filipino. He's a lovely Filipino. Very lovely Filipino man, something like that. And, you can get whatever you like. I mean, and the girls there, oh my goodness, it's just absolutely enchanting. And going in next week actually, so see you there, 5 Stones. Hello, Chris from Medley. I'm quite upset right now because The late, I was previously. I was talking about having sex with a lady in my house, and I gave the old boy a wipe, and I gave the old boy a wipe, and then I came into the the old grand bedroom. She was there, and I hope she's not listening. She was there, and she said, "I can smell something. You need to shower." I said, I didn't need to shower, do I? I was give the old boy a clean. I've washed it in the sink. And she said, no, wash your whole body. And I said, the shower's broken. And she said, go in the lagoon. No, she didn't say lagoon. She said, go in where I was. And I said, no, I can't go in Mummy's lagoon. No, that's for ladies. And she said, go and shower. She shouted at me, shower, I need to shower. And I said, stop it. And she said, you need bath. And I said, okay, I'll bath. So I poured myself a bath in Father's old quarters. And I hope you can't hear, I'm having a bath. Look, it's so splashy. And I'm cleaning my old boy. And as I was cleaning my old boy, it reminded me of a time when I was younger, and a similar incident to this actually happened. It wasn't me losing my virginity, but it was with the help. I remember I was a young boy, and I was not a young boy, but I was probably over the age of consent, but not, sure of my body yet. Probably over 18, but not too far over that. And a young girl who was one of the help. So she was... What had happened was, I think I was sitting in the bath, and I dropped something, off the side of the bath, and I couldn't quite get it, and so I asked, what? I cannot think of her name. I probably said, her name was, Alice or something, and I said, Alice, could you get me what I've dropped? And she came in, and there was something about her that I remembered was different, and I looked at her and I said, Alice, and I realised she'd let her hair down. And she bent down, picked up, and maybe I dropped my cup, but I think it was out of drink. She picked up the cup and she said, oh, here's the cup. And she was not wearing any underwear, because I said, oh, could you, I don't know, check something else? And she turned as she bent over, and I could see her bottom. Wait a minute, I think that lady's very angry outside the door. I need to be quieter. So, Alice, this girl, she reached into the bath. She showed me what the power a young woman can have over a young man. It changed my life forever. Ever since then, I've been trying to catch up with my friend, my very good friend Barnaby. She's outside the door. I think she thinks it's cross. Look, if I get down lower in the bath, I have to whisper, but if I get down lower in the bath, I'll wash the old boy. Hopefully, if I splash like this, she'll think that I'm washing vigorously. Do I sound like I'm muttering vigorously ahead? So maybe everyone in Patreon or on wherever this is posted could write in the comments and like and subscribe, and also write yes, Giles, yes, Sir Queefington Medley, it does sound like you are vigorously washing your body. And maybe you could write that and, share and subscribe to the podcast and, wherever else this media is being put out. I don't quite know anymore. I'm very tired these days. It's such a strange world with digital media, isn't it? There's so much digital media that you kind of go, what am I even looking at? What even is this? And I press and it says hashtag girlboss, hashtag thick with C's, hashtag, his and hers, hashtag very girl boss. And you should see my Instagram follows. Some of those, but it's akin to softcore pornography these days, and I find it very difficult if I go on Instagram to do anything for the rest of the day. So I actually recently deleted the app on my phone so that, I didn't have to worry about it. So I don't have that anymore. I've also actually started a new Google account to administer a lot of my posting of the podcast so that, HMRC or whoever can't find me, because, that would be ideal. Yeah, I've been talking about ladies. I hope she's not cross. I wonder what she's doing. To be honest, I hope she's warming herself up a bit, because if I've got to do that, I'm probably going to fall asleep. I've had a glass of wine already. I'm a little bit tipsy, as they say, but actually I'm more on the side of sleepy, when you have your first glass of wine, you drink that glass of wine and you go, it feels so good, and then it take a few minutes, and then after a while it begins to wear off a bit, and you go, I either can have another glass of wine, or asleep. And I usually get this if I drink cognac, because cognac puts me right out. I'm a very big fan of cognac, but it's not so good if, I've got things to do. And so my father, who was a big cognac drinker, there's an awful lot in the cellar. I can't really drink her because it puts me to sleep. So sometimes I use it as a nightcap, but there's still bottles from those a little dry down there. And anyway, so making love with this woman does excite me, but having to wash the old boy, having to have a glass of wine or two, and then now having a hot bath, I'm ever so sleepy. Ever so sleepy, and I think, goodness, could I even manage to, warm her up? So I'm hoping she's warming herself up, or has not fallen asleep, because that's the thing, if she's fallen asleep, she'll have to stay the night. Not that, I suppose I could, the plan kind of was to call a cab, because I've called a cab from town. And actually, no, the cabbie is called, I think he's called Mohammed or something, and I could call and say, hello, Mohammed's still on shift, and if he was, I could say, look, drop her back where you found her, because right there's a bed and breakfast, I have a tab there. I can say, oh no, stick her on the tab, as it were. And then out of sight, out of mind, So that's kind of the plan, but I'm not sure I have the prowess right now. Some statins at the moment, and they don't react too well with a glass of wine or two and a hot bath. So we'll see. The old ticker's going though. I'm ready to, but actually I took a bit of extra. I took a larger dose. Don't tell the doctor, because I thought, And I have actually, this is another thing that's quite exciting. I have recently been wondering about possibly getting some marital aids in the form of not prophylaxis or mechanical, but pharmaceutical. So Cialis or Viagra. Either one of those would do me some kind of... this is the thing, I don't have a problem getting the old boy up, but getting him up, on demand, go, like that, that's a little bit tricky sometimes. So I heard, or actually going for a long time, I think I hear it coming up the stairs. I will get back to you, and wish me luck. Wish me all the luck in the world. Good night. Let's hope I get some. Good night. Oh, and like and subscribe to the podcast, because of course I need money. Good night. There's nothing like a roaring fire to make your house a home, especially when it's cold out. But did you know ashy deposits can build up in no time, leading to poor airflow and even danger? Introducing GARFIELD GRANDMASTER Chimney Sweep, your trusted partner for chimney sweeping services and repairs. Keep your home safe and cozy with our expert chimney sweeps, ensuring your fireplace operates at its best. From routine cleanings to intricate repairs, our team has the skills and experience to tackle any chimney challenge. Don't let a neglected chimney dampen your home's comfort and safety. Trust GARFIELD GRANDMASTER Chimney Sweep to keep your chimney in top condition. Contact us today for a cleaner, safer home tomorrow. GARFIELD GRANDMASTER Chimney Sweeps. I know what you're thinking, and yes, absolutely yes. Actually, I heard the story, over a few pints at the Spoons in London town. It's a very affordable drinking spot, Spoons. Where do I start? Yes, the logo was a cartoon cat breakdancing. It was like a chimney, down a chimney. Yeah, breakdancing down a chimney. Yes, until a rival chimney sweep contacted the Viacom Corporation. And although subsequently released court documents, they show that Viacom Corporation were initially disinterested in pursuing legal action. That changed after they were contacted by representatives of the musical artiste Grandmaster Redacted. Let's say that, because I don't want to get sued, And I'll rhyme it with Grandmaster Smash, Grandmaster Smash. Let's just say Smash, I don't want to get sued, I really don't. So Garfield's Grandmaster Chimney Sweep got sued, but it was rather strange because why would such desperate mixture of cultural iconography and that be so virulently safeguarded by its owners, Turns out plot thickens. Viacom had planned a trilogy of multi-million-dollar blockbuster films, starring Grandmaster, the Slash, Grandmaster Slash, rounds like that, and Garfield the cat, the orange cat that's his owner, solving crimes. Because the court cases, the scripts and all that leaked, and so they shelved, franchise was shelved, and said competitor of Grandmaster, Grandmaster Chimney Sweeps, competitor drowned at sea subsequently, and I got a great deal on cleaning all my sooty pipes, as it were, sooty pipes. So, there's always a silver lining. Yes, call today. So, I'm in shock. I'm in absolute shock. I've just stepped out the bath. Oh goodness, I'm just so down. So I am a victim of a crime. That is what has happened. I am a victim of a crime. Oh my rod. Oh no. Have been a victim of a crime. So, previously I have told of a lady who was visiting, and she's left. She's a thief. She's stolen from me. I can see. She strung me along with, the idea of sex with a young lady, and now she's stolen from me, basically. So I've gone in the boudoir, and this thing's missing. There's a lampshade. I don't know why she's taken that at all. Why she's taken the lampshade, and some cash from a drawer over there, and then of course there's something that's very heartbreaking, which is all my bloody Primark cologne. It's all stolen. Took the whole box of the stuff, or 60, 50, 40, 30, 30, 40, 50, 60 bottles of the stuff, and there's £4 each. It's not money, Very annoyed. Very so annoyed. So, I've actually got a hard on, and I'm sorry to say, but I've actually got a hard penis right now, and that's, they're few and far between. They're not, for the ladies out there, they're not, very excessive, very, wait, let me go outside and say, she's driving I can see him drive a cab. Wait, fucking, hang on a minute, Yeah. No, it's gone. It was that fucking Mohammed guy. It was that guy we took. It's raining, I'm not going to run after him, but it's definitely that Mohammed guy. It's definitely. Fucking. It's my cabbie. Stolen on my cologne now. I think. I don't know. There's definitely a man's footprints in the scullery, not the hall there. She must have brought a brother or something, So I'm ever so distraught now. What does one even do? it was kind of dangerous, you know. She told me to have a bath. I was thinking about it now. I mean, I'd had a glass of wine or two. I was thinking about it. It's like, what if... I mean, me and my best friend Barnaby were to talk about Whitney, you know, what if it just, you know, slipped below the depths, you know, Whitney Houston, you know, it's very sad. She put me in that position, she stole from me. I mean, she hasn't stolen much, I mean, it's not much to steal, but, you know, she's stolen out a lampshade and... For posterity, it's good that I list what's there, because I'll call the police in a minute. Very upsetting, very. I'm so upsetting. I was distraught. So there's a lampshade, some money. It wasn't that much money, it was about 25 quid or something, £27. So it even took the coppers on the top, you know. What's that all about? All the silvers and the coppers. This was about 25 quid. I mean, the cab wouldn't cost that to the station. I'm in a train. And now I'm standing in the rain with an erection in my dressing gown, you know. Bastards. They weren't here. Oh boy. I mean, times like this, you do think of Whitney Houston, you know, because she was in love with Kevin Costner. It was documented, and you know, gonna have blue balls now. If anyone doesn't know what blue rod, which is the thing me and Barnaby say, which is where you don't get it, because sometimes, you know, his wife doesn't let out, and no one's picking up their phones, and then, you know, sometimes there's blue balls, which is where you don't even get the juice out, you know. Not that I have any left, but, you know. I mean, I've probably not spent, actually, think about it. I probably could do a Al Pacino or a Robert Redford. I think he had a kid when he was young. It's old, I mean, I'm not old, I'm young. Someone had a child when they were very old. And I can't quite think of who it was who had a child when he was very old. I'd have to think. I know Al Pacino's. Pacinos? Al Pacino's has had a baby recently with a young lady, you know, she's virile, I'm virile, and that's what gets, you know, my gander up, because I could have had some there, you know, so young people say. She would have said, she was, you know, silly young lady. I mean, I would have given her 25 quid and a lampshade if she'd asked for it, you know, and for a bit of, you know, she could have stayed the night. She wouldn't have to pay the cab to get home, and late ticket fees and all that for the trains. And I'm woe betide her, as this happens, if she is taking a bed and breakfast in town, because I heard about her, yes. You know, she slowed into my direct messages, and she talked to me, and now she's stolen from me. She's a criminal. So I will be contacting the local police station in due course. We'll see if they take my phone call tonight. I mean, I'm not sure. I'll call the emergency number, but and I'll sound, you know, I sound like I'm distressed and having a crisis, you know, because otherwise I don't really take it very seriously. But other than that, I would say I'm very, very much in crisis. I mean, what does one do in times like this? I'm still hard. That's the problem. I've still got a raging hard on. I just wasn't like this, you know, because She was right in my house, and after says, I don't think she's stolen anything. I mean, there's nothing to steal, like I said. It's all just old shit, you know. Not old shit, you know, very, very priceless antiques, but, you know, things, you know, it'd be difficult to steal half of them. It's all, you know, mahogany and things like that. It's very heavy. It's very difficult to steal that and put it in that fucking backstabbing fuck Mohammed's cabinet. Man, I'm not going to say that, but that cabbie can... I shall be calling his manager tomorrow and complaining forthwith for transporting 2 criminals, and I definitely saw a second one in there. I don't know if it was a man or a woman, but it was definitely, I think it must have been a man. Whether it be a lover, or her brother, or her father, or who, but he had large feet because there's footprints in the scullery, you know. And now I'm standing here in my robes with a very hard penis and a blue balls, and I'm very upset. And reminds me of a time at Charterhouse, you know, when we were playing rugby, and I looked over the fields, and there was some women in the fields adjacent. I can't quite remember. Maybe it was a mother of one of the students, and I was very attracted to her. And then, as we were playing rugby, I took a moment to take a look over, and I found myself filling up, as it were, and then a young boy kicked the ball, and it hit right on the tip. And it ruined my day like it's ruined now. And thank goodness he didn't do any long-term damage, because I mean, maybe it would be good if it did take long-term damage, because then I wouldn't have the old chap ruining my day now. That's the problem. I'm very so sad, and forthwith I shall be lying in the boudoir, maybe put on a DVD. Very upset, I feel violated, you know, it's violating all this stuff, and I feel robbed, you know, stolen on my cologne. Cologne. Should I say the French? I mean, that's the thing, I like to sometimes swap out a French word every now and again. I'm eccentric, I'm a bohemian. So say Cologne, or something like that. But that has been an evening of great promise, now great disappointment. So we shall have to see next time whether, you know, we can get someone else to come round, you know. I was very, very disappointed. I wanted to make some love tonight, and well, thank you for your time. I'd like to say thank you for your time listening. I hope that somewhere out there, possibly listening, there is a young lady thinking, oh, what a vulnerable man. I would love to, you know, perhaps give him a kiss on the cheek and see him in his house, you know. Maybe give him a kiss on the neck, cuddle, and a hug. The Americans, what my father always said, hug. Not that he ever gave me one, but, you know, something like that. That's what I hope for. Bit of love. Thank you, all my love to all of you. Quiff and Cotton Medley shining out. Thank you for being here for me right now in my time of need of female love, and like mummy, father, you know, or someone else. And thank you for your time. Lots of love. Please subscribe to the Patreon, because I need money, you know, especially after I've lost fucking 25 quid. I've got to replace that lampshade. Could take the, you know, train and down to town, and then across and take the thing, and IKEA, or maybe drive with the Subaru, It's going to cost me an arm and a leg, and it's got a bad thing, and it's going to be such a difficult time for me. So please subscribe to Patreon, send some money, and thank you very much. Goodbye for now. Ta-ra, as Cyril used to say. Goodbye. Bye.